Great to be joined by my favorite energy source on the island. If you could bottle you up and we could power the island for months. John Morris Russell, the music director of the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra. You guys have had a busy spring already, and really it's going to climax with one of the climactic pieces of music ever written. You've got Beethoven's 9th, Ode to Joy, for those of us who don't remember which one it is, coming up at the end of April.
That's right. It's concluding our season, and actually it's part of a very large exploration of the Beethoven symphonies that we've been doing for the last decade. Every season, we've been performing one of the Beethoven symphonies ever since I came here.
Right.
And COVID took a bite out of the middle of that.
Sure.
But now we're finally concluding from all of the 9 Beethoven symphonies to his final one, the great choral symphony, the Symphony Number 9. Now, for those people who aren't maybe familiar with the name of Beethoven 9, it has the great finale, uses a full chorus, and they sing Schiller's Ode to Joy. And everyone knows Ode to Joy.
Yep.
And, you know, it's kind of interesting to think of Beethoven, who's, you know, one of the most sophisticated orchestral composers, and yet for his magnum opus, this great work, he uses this melody that is like one of the first tunes that kids will plunk out on the piano.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, right?
I can play this one on the piano.
Yeah, or if you're studying violin, or if you're singing, the Ode to Joy is the first thing. I mean, you know, when you're going to church, you know, I always loved, you know, turning the hymnal to the Ode to Joy because it was so much fun to sing, right there within the human range. And Beethoven wrote this specifically for everyone. He said that this is my kiss to the world.
And you're going to make this relevant to everyone.
Well, I mean, it was Beethoven who made it relevant, right?
Right.
And here it is, the 200th anniversary of the composition of this piece, and yet it still resonates very, very much today. I mean, we're surrounded by so much negativism in our society around the world, and yet there's still, at the same time, so much goodness that abounds between people. And this piece of music celebrates that goodness. And we're bringing together people from all over the Lowcountry.
There's going to be a special touch to this. Tell us a little bit about it.
Absolutely. Well, we have a very, very large chorus that's involved with this, and our Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra chorus is going to be involved, but also a guest chorus that is coming from Orangeburg. The historically black college university, Claflin University chorus is going to be joining us. Who are spectacular chorus. They sang with us several years ago, and so we're just thrilled to have them join us here once again. We also have the Cheryl Milnes Voice Experience, and these are operatic superstars that come to study with Cheryl Milnes here in the Lowcountry, and from around the world that are coming to sing the solo parts within that as well.
Ooh.
Yeah,
and goosebumps just thinking about it.
And it's a chance for us and an opportunity to unite the Lowcountry, for all of us to come together to celebrate our shared humanity.
Is that why you consider it, you've told me, the most relevant piece of music of our age?
Absolutely. And, you know, for every generation, you know, people come to it, and it kind of becomes part of our shared ethos. And finally, you know, after 10 years of being here, to bring people together for this experience. And you know what? We're performing the symphony all by itself in one act.
Okay.
And it's a great opportunity for kids and families especially. As a kid, when I was 9, 10 years old, this was my favorite piece, right? I'd always go to the last movement because it was so glorious and I could sing along. But then getting a little bit older, you know, you discover the third movement, the second movement, and the first movement, all this extraordinary sound world. And to share it on the island with everyone is really a great experience.
First Presbyterian Church, the 28th and 29th of April. It's going to be special and a great wrap up to the season. And I'm not sure we're ever going to ever want to listen to any more music after that, because that's it, right?
Well, until next fall rolls around.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're very busy right now putting together all of our programming for next season. And folks, you know, if you haven't been to to the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra, it is a remarkable ensemble, great virtuosity, great playing, and First Presbyterian Church is just so intimate. You're like, the orchestra is like right there with you. It's a very, very exciting feeling to be performing there.
John, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Bob.
John Morris Russell, Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra, hhso.org, the place to go for more information. We'll be back in a moment.